In the elder days of Middle-earth, before hope learned how easily it could be broken, there lived an elf named Noorah. She was born beneath silver stars, in a quiet glade where the trees bent low as if honoring her arrival. The light of the heavens lingered in her eyes longer than in any elf remembered by song. Even the wind softened its voice when she walked the forest paths of Rivendell. From the moment she could stand, the world seemed to watch her in silence. Noorah grew surrounded by beauty that never faded and songs that never truly ended. She learned the histories of the world, the rise of kings, and the fall of shadows. Her voice joined elven choirs beneath white arches and flowing waterfalls. Yet within her heart lived a quiet ache she could never name. It was not sorrow, but a longing without a face. She felt it most when night fell, and the stars burned clear above the valley. Standing upon high terraces, she would gaze eastward beyond known paths. Her heart would stir without reason, as though remembering something not yet lived. The elders said fate often whispers before it speaks, and fate had begun to breathe her name. On the eve of the Autumn Council, destiny finally crossed her path. The halls of Rivendell filled with voices of elves and men alike. That was when she saw Aerendil, a mortal ranger of the West. His presence carried the weight of long roads and quiet sorrow. When their eyes met, the world seemed to draw a single breath. Noorah looked away first, for elves know danger when they feel it. Love between elf and mortal was written in grief older than memory. Time itself would one day stand between them like an uncrossable sea. Yet her heart had already stepped forward, and fate does not wait for permission. Days passed, but the air between them did not fade. They crossed paths in courtyards, in libraries, beside quiet streams. Their words were few, yet silence spoke loudly between them. A glance lingered longer than it should. A breath held just a moment too late. One evening, beside the river Bruinen, fate abandoned subtlety. Aerendil stood alone, sharpening his blade beneath silver moonlight. Noorah paused behind a birch tree, unseen yet unable to leave. "You need not hide," he said gently without turning. Her breath caught, for he had spoken to her soul. They spoke that night not of love, but of journeys and stars. He told her of cold roads, fallen companions, and hope carried like fire. She spoke of immortal days and the weight of watching ages pass. Between each word lived something unspoken and dangerous, something neither dared to name. Their meetings became stolen moments hidden between duty and destiny. A shared silence beneath the trees of Lothlorien, a fleeting smile beneath falling golden leaves. Each parting lingered like an unanswered prayer. Each reunion felt like a quiet miracle. But fate does not allow borrowed time to last. One night, Noorah dreamed of fire and ash. She saw Aerendil fall upon a field of broken banners. Her hands glowed as his life faded beneath them. She awoke with tears like silver upon her face. At dawn, she sought the mirror of Galadriel. The lady listened as Noorah spoke of love and fear. The water shimmered with paths not yet taken. "Some loves are not meant to last," Galadriel said softly, "but they are meant to change the world." War soon followed the whisper of prophecy. Dark banners rose beyond the eastern hills. Aerendil rode with the armies of men. Noorah stood upon elven walls, her heart marching with him. Each night, she whispered his name to the stars. Before the final march, they met beneath the elven stars. No guards, no witnesses, only fate listening. Their hands trembled as they touched at last. Words failed them, but hearts spoke clearly. There, they made a vow forbidden by time itself. The night after their vow, the stars seemed closer than before. Noorah lay awake, listening to the wind weave through the leaves. For the first time in centuries, fear walked beside her hope. She knew the dawn would carry Aerendil away from her. Love had finally spoken, and now destiny would answer. Morning came cold and unforgiving. The horns of war echoed through the valleys of Middle-earth. Aerendil stood armored, his eyes searching the crowd for her face. When they found each other, neither spoke. They did not need words to say goodbye. As the armies marched east, Noorah felt time tighten around her heart. Every step he took away felt like a year stolen from eternity. She returned to the forests, but the songs felt hollow. The leaves still glowed, yet their beauty no longer comforted her. Love had taught her how fragile forever could be. The war raged for days that felt like lifetimes. Smoke darkened the skies where stars once ruled. Noorah stood at night upon the highest tower, listening. Elves can hear many things carried by the wind. That night, she heard his pain. She did not wait for permission. Noorah rode east beneath a broken moon. Branches tore at her cloak, as if the forest tried to stop her. Every breath burned with urgency and dread. She arrived as dawn bled across a shattered field. The battlefield was a grave of steel and silence. Broken banners lay like fallen hopes upon the ground. She found Aerendil among the wounded, his breath shallow. Blood darkened the earth beneath him. Her prophecy had come to claim its price. She pressed her hands to his chest, calling his name. His eyes opened slowly, recognition breaking through pain. "I knew you would come," he whispered. Tears fell freely from her eyes, glowing faintly as they touched him. In that moment, eternity stood still. No healer could save him. No song could turn back time. Only one path remained, unspoken and forbidden. Noorah felt the ancient light within her stir. She understood what love now demanded. She whispered an apology to the stars. Then she released her immortality into him. Light poured from her like dawn breaking through darkness. Aerendil gasped as life returned to his veins, and Noorah felt eternity slip away. When the light faded, silence followed. Aerendil lived, his breath strong and steady. Noorah remained beside him, alive, but changed. The timeless glow had left her eyes. She had chosen immortal dawn. They returned west together, not as legend, but as lovers. The elves watched in sorrow and wonder. Noorah walked among them, still radiant, yet bound to time. Each sunrise now mattered. Each moment became precious. They built a quiet life beyond the great songs. Seasons passed like falling leaves. Laughter replaced waiting. Wrinkles replaced eternity. Love replaced fear. Years later, beneath familiar stars, Noorah felt her strength fade. She lay upon soft grass where her story had begun. Aerendil held her hand, unable to speak. Her smile carried no regret. "I would choose you again," she whispered. When she passed, the stars burned brighter. The wind carried her name through the leaves. Aerendil remained, broken yet grateful. Love had not spared him pain, but it had given him meaning. The elves say 2 stars now shine closer than the rest. They say it is a reminder that love can defy time, that sacrifice is never forgotten, and that some vows echo forever. If this story touched your heart, if you felt love's cost and beauty, leave a rose in the comments so I know you were here. Subscribe for more tales of love and destiny from Middle-earth. Until then, may the stars remember your name.